How do you do, y'all? This is John, and today we are talking about Caught Stealing, a new movie out in theaters right now. In Caught Stealing, it deals with this young man who is just trying to live a normal life in New York City when his neighbor needs him to, cat sit his pet cat. Then all of a sudden he finds himself in the middle of this fight between different rival gangs that think his neighbor stole money from them. And they're after him because he was, the last person to see him. Okay, so getting into first and foremost what I liked about the movie, I think that the performances all around are really good. Austin Butler plays the lead character. Butler has shown himself to be a very reliable and incredibly talented actor, and this movie literally is no different. The dude puts in work like you would not believe in this film, trying to help sell this character, and, he pulls it off. You are rooting for his character throughout the entire movie to try and get out of this situation. All of the other actors are also really good in this movie. Zoe Kravitz, Regina Hall, Liev Schreiber, Vincent his last name's hard to pronounce. Let me try it again. Vincent D'Onofrio. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too much. But like I said, they're all really good. Just all around in this movie. On top of that, the narrative, while it has some elements that have been kind of, I've seen that before, there are also other elements where it's like, that's actually, a little different. The whole situation in the movie, the lead character, I believe his name's Hank. This is a situation he did not ask to be in, involving a thing about his neighbor he did not know about. And despite his best efforts, for whatever reason, things just keep getting worse. And the whole thing's just all over a misunderstanding, which just makes things worse for Hank. Now, how is Darren Aronofsky's direction? I think he was just spot on with this film. Darren Aronofsky, the director of this movie, he's kind of one of those love him, hate him type of directors. I've barely seen his work. The only movie up until this film of his that I have seen is Noah, which, from my understanding, even his fans aren't, too fond of that movie. But from what I can tell with this film, he does seem to know what he's doing. The tension is always at a high when it needs to be. Then he lets it go when, it needs to be let go and just let people breathe. That is something a good director will always do. In terms of problems with this movie, this is one of those movies that does fall into the category of a movie that's roughly 2 hours long that should have just been a 90-minute film. Could have condensed some stuff, could have, made, certain events last just a little bit shorter. The slower pacing is fine. However, it probably should have been a little bit shorter. On top of that, this is supposed to be a dark comedy. And while I do like, dark humor and stuff, a lot of the jokes, or at least I think they were supposed to be jokes, did not actually feel like jokes. It created a bit of a tonal imbalance because, you see these dark things that are supposed to be funny, however, they're not actually depicted as comical or anything like that, which I, thought was a shame because, like I said, I like dark humor. I like dark humor and I like politically incorrect humor. They were trying to go for dark, but, didn't really work out. So guys, at the end of the day, Caught Stealing, I thought it was a good movie. It's not a 10 out of 10 by any stretch of the imagination. It has some problems. However, as it stands, the movie was good. It's a fine story. The lead character, you like him. The acting's good all around. It's intense when it needs to be. And, at the end of the day, it's an entertaining movie. And if you guys want to go see it, I would recommend it. I'm going to give Caught Stealing an 8. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And also, just a reminder, I have a secondary channel with nothing but gaming stuff on it. I highly recommend checking it out. And also, please remember, that's scuba.